Good evening from the Emerald City here. Um, I wanted to get back on something I was talking about for a while back, regarding the Queen's Gambit. Um, I wanted to double check on that Judith Polgar rating. Now, I also want to make it clear, Judith Polgar was born in 1976, so you know. So clearly not in the backdrop, if you will, of the miniseries that came up, and she would not have been at this level, when the book came out either. Um, Judy Polgar was 2735. That was good enough for number 8 ranking, so she would have been pretty competitive. Um, And once again, she played, as far as I know, she didn't try to go for, women's titles. She pretty much tried to keep to the male group, try to play men. And was pretty successful at it. Um, there was another person who tried to pull that off. And that is actually, she's very young. She's 27 right now. Um, Former women's champion, Ho Yifan, who basically just, decided that she was going to surrender her title and try to, basically play more open, open tournaments, and try to be more competitive in that regard. Matter of fact, she took it to the extreme. Um, Now, neither one of these women, as far as I know, had any of the, Beth Harmon demons. Once again, driving somebody off of mother trying to drive, if you will, her off the bridge. That definitely didn't happen with Judy Polgar, and as far as I know, it didn't happen with Ho Yifan either. Um, you know, um, Heck, the Polgar sisters were definitely planned. But with that being said, Hoi Fan, I guess, took it to an extreme level. She basically threw a game. I'm trying to remember how many moves that game lasted. She basically just had herself checkmated, and you might want to check on this. Was this 4 moves? It was a very brief game. And the issue was, in the tournament pairings, that came up, and I believe they use what we call a Swiss system. You try to get people with similar records to keep playing one another. This is not an elimination style tournament. Um, she said that there were just way too many women. She was playing way too many women. And so she decided to throw the next game. Now, the next game, it was against a man. So, that kind of, the logic escapes me of why she would do that. But for whatever reason, she just really, really had it upon herself that she was going to make it, if you will, as a female, as a male player. Um, Not as a male player, but as a, person who primarily concentrated, if you will, playing men. Um, I believe her rating was something like a 2686 or something like that. And then it went down. It didn't go down way that much. I think it's down to like 2658 or something like that. Um, it did take a little bit of a toll, but it's not like she went into the 2500s. But those were the two closest women that I could think of. And there was a woman from India, I think her name was Humpy, who crossed the 2600 mark. But 2600 is not competitive these days in regards to the top players. Some of these players, 2 or 3 of them, I believe, are above 2800. Um, so, but no, I just never could get into why on earth somebody would think, um, you know, or what they got out of that movie, because it seemed like I got a lot of, ideas of addiction, someone who really needed to ask for help, things of this nature. I didn't get, um, you know, um, this woman being, shut out of the chess world. I didn't get any of that, if you will, from the movie, from the miniseries. Um, but yeah, I guess Judy Polgar, to be honest with you, is the only real serious power comparison, if you will. Matter of fact, I'd say she's probably up there. I would imagine this Beth Harmon lady would probably be about, around, the same level as Judy Polgar was, who, very powerful player at 2735. At the time of her peak rating, that would have been pretty powerful of a player. These days, it will go down a bit. She may be top 20, maybe, but it's still a pretty strong player. Okay, folks, if you're even looking at this, take care from the Emerald City. It is in the 90s. It was 100 today and is poised to be 109 tomorrow. Yeah, anyway, take care and goodbye. Still no air conditioning in this city, hardly, in many of the buildings. All right, ta-ta.